My name is Caven. Stage name is RP Boo. RP stands for record player. And I am an international DJ from the United States, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, it's very cool. So you say you came from Chicago? Yeah, now means like you're traveling now.
Yes, I'm traveling. I'm actually on tour. So Osaka is my first place that I played.
Sorry, so you are very famous people?
I wouldn't say famous. I'm more of a great entertainer slash artist, most important. And I love music, and I love sharing music with the people globally, especially here in Japan, even Osaka.
Yeah, so if so, I definitely check your like a link or video or something like that. Do you have?
Yes, I'm on Instagram, RP underscore BOO underscore official. Twitter, I will be capital letters at RP underscore BOO. And you can also find me on YouTube. Just type in RPBOO and you will find plenty of links, and including videos of previous times I've been here in Osaka as well as Tokyo performing.
Oh, thank you. You say you came to Japan fifth, right?
It's like my fifth time here.
Yeah, so what is the first impression first coming to Japan?
My first experience coming to Japan was actually 2013, and I came by way of Tokyo, but the first place I played was Osaka. And the greeting that I received from the people was amazing. And it was very heartwarming and welcoming, to the point to where I always talk about Japan. I wish I could get to Japan as many times as possible, at least twice a year. But the travel is like kind of far, but I always recommend people for the States, if they ever get a chance, you have to come to Osaka as well as Tokyo, because the people greet you with warm and open arms, and they are so loving.
So in my image, American people is very talkative and warm people or something like that. So do you think, is it correct?
I would say, from my experience living in the U.S., as they say, a great country, but outside of it, I learned things of other cultures and other countries that is missing. And what I mean by missing is that the receiving that the guys and women and the men have in Tokyo throughout the United States that's here, they are more of I would say more of open and receiving and loving, as well as sharing of culture and embracing cultures as well. And a lot of people would think that Japanese and other countries are more of trying to take culture. No, they have their own culture. They appreciate culture very much more, and that's something that a lot of people can learn from that doesn't live in Japan or in Asia at all.
What is your highlight why you were coming to Japan? So what is a memorable experience I want to know about it?
Right here where I'm standing at. Right here. I literally, every time I play, if it's late hours in the night, I come when there's nobody's out. So I always walk, and I always come to this very spot. And I take plenty of pictures. No matter how many times I come, I'm going to always find my way from the hotel here. After my parties, it could be 4 a.m. in the morning, I will come back here. So that's my tradition. Every time I come into Osaka, I have to come to this spot because it's beautiful, and I have seen it in plenty of movies. After I came, I say, every time I see this spot, I tell the people, I've been there. Yeah, right. No, I literally been there, and I show them pictures. So it's an inspiration for them to get out and learn to travel and come into Japan to see the people for who they really are, and they can see for themselves not the stereotypical things, just the pure essence of who these people really are and the love that they really show, and they appreciate it.
Well, actually, so in 6 months, maybe I will go to the US.
Yes.
Because my friends living like nearby Las Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the first time to go to US.
Yes.
US. So I'm very glad to finally go to US. So do you have any advice for, especially for Japanese or Asian people?
Always when you go anywhere that you never been, treat it as if you was already there, that you lived there. Especially like for Chicago, if you ever come into Chicago, it's all, especially anywhere from the months of March, I would say late April throughout August and September. If you love music, house music, every week there's something going on for free, and there's so much love. You get to enjoy the music, and it's very pleasant of sightseeing. Another good spot is New York. New York is a great tourist attraction, as well as walking the Brooklyn Bridge, the Manhattan Bridge, the Williamsburg Bridge, and going into like Manhattan and see the landmarks and seeing the beautiful people, the Asian people. Oh my God. I make sure every time I go there, I go straight through Chinatown and just see the people. Love to see the older women, the old men playing their cards, having a good time. And I come literally just to see the other cultures and spend time with them as much as I can.
Yeah. So New York is a very attractive place.
Yes, New York.
So some US people say like Americans like image is actually hyped up. So if, for example, me live in Osaka, so it's not a so big difference like Osaka and New York, such like
Right.
Right? Is it right?
Right. New York was, as you see how much the people are walking around the action. This is like New York in Asia.
Okay.
The only difference is the Manhattan is a lot of lights, but it's not as much as anywhere in Japan. They have great museums, great historical museums of all cultures.
Oh.
Yeah, and all the ethnic groups and the cultures, and people have migrated into the United States, especially with Asians. New York is one of the spots where you find everybody. And the culture of each people you see is still so authentic, but it's not like the homeland, but they preserve it as much as they could, and they still do a good job. I would say for anybody that's coming that doesn't know the language, has technology as advanced, always have your Google Translator on your phone. But for me, luckily, even I could go places and the Japanese that I meet learn a little bit of English, but it's still kind of good. But when I'm in Tokyo, I have a friend that's there, born and raised in Tokyo, but his father's American, his mother is Japanese. And his English is still just that good. So he translates wherever I go. If somebody's trying to talk to me and their English is not too good, he tell them, oh, you don't have to say nothing. He starts speaking and he just translates for me. So I don't need to use my Google.
So I want to be like your Osaka friend.
Yes. I have a thing when I go out and I meet new people, no matter who they are, if I see them one time, I consider them family.
Family?
I consider you family.
Yeah, you are very like open mind.
Yes. Yeah, I'm 51 years old, so I come from that era with. Well,
51?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You seem to be like more younger.
You know, I come from a background of love and caring, no matter who the people are, and I see a lot of things in the new generations outside my area. It's like kind of diminishing, but it's still about the parenting and installing it in it, because that's the last thing you want to lose is the communication with people that you never met, and just say hello. That brings a smile to anyone, and that's a good start.
If all the people have same thought same as you, so we're gonna be like a more peaceful society, I think.
Yes. Yeah. It's all about it because it teaches you how to be more observant and learning to be able to say, if you see things you don't understand, you can ask questions, but then it make you think, as they say, be forgiving. And when you really sit back and think about things and say, have I offended someone, but then you have no real purpose of why you really did it, and you can step by like, wait a minute, I have to forgive this person because Nobody's doing nothing intentional. And once I learned there's nothing in this life that I can think about of trying to hurt or offend someone, especially if they don't know me, I don't know them. I can't be mean to them when I have no relationship with them. And I mean, when I say relationship, I mean being with them every day for years and years and years. It's like a spouse. So without a spouse, you still have to have that love and care for a human being and be protective about them as well as yourself.
Okay, so I really respect you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.